interceptions and 6 fumbles, and just all around for the Jags, not the year that they expected. 3-13.
Yeah, everyone expected the Jags to make a jump and actually contend for a playoff spot. And, of course, a lot of people thought that Blake Bortles would be leading them. And I remember talking with a personnel guy in the league before this season and talking about the season Bortles had in 2015. And he said to me, yeah, take a closer look at it. A lot of the success he had when they were down 14 points or more. I want to see him in some tighter games. It didn't happen this year. He's got a lot of work to do to get back to being that rising star.
And complete to Lewis over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the box that's highlighted is for Hearns on this offense.
Do you have your track shoes available? Because Allen Hearns is a guy that gets you on your horse if you're trying to defend him. He can take anyone deep and win on any route.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's New England defensively. Last year, the #1 overall defense as far as points given up goes. And they've got a lot coming back in 2017.
Now, they certainly do. And let's go back to the Super Bowl. Trey Flowers, who was their leading sack guy in 2006, he had 7 in the regular season. He was a monster in the Super Bowl against Atlanta. He's back there for them. How about Dante Hightower at linebacker? His first Pro Bowl in 2016, and then just moving on back to the secondary. Devin McCourty, the guy who quarterbacks him back as safety, he's been to the Pro Bowl as a corner and as a free safety.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And that's complete to Lewis. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Bortles now to throw. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Tom Brady brings out the New England Patriots. This is a man, Charles, who's going to turn 40 on August 3rd. We know what just happened. Another Super Bowl ring for him. But up around that age of 40, that's where we think quarterbacks, the tank is empty. What does he have left?
He's actually moved the line even more, hasn't he? Remember we used to think 35? It was that time, and Tom Brady keeps moving it up. I think he's got plenty left because, number one, he absolutely loves the game. He's lost none of that zest. His workout regimen, his diet, all those things put it together. He's flexible. He takes hits, and he keeps moving. It's absolutely unbelievable. I think he can win another Super Bowl or 2 before he retires, and I can't believe I've actually said that. He shouldn't be able to do it. I just remember him telling me in November 2015, I just love the game, and I see no end for him.
And we roll now on the offensive starters, and everybody always loves to talk about Gronk.
And wouldn't a lot of teams love to redraft right now? This guy went in the 2nd round, yet no matter what, you've got a game plan for him when you're opposing him.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. They try again with Lewis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So on 4th down, the left-footed Ryan Allen to kick it away for the Pats. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Still third down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Okay, partners, New England comes out here to take the field on offense. This is such an interesting story, how they've been able to do it year after year after year. Guys talk about parity in the NFL. Well, New England has kind of transcended that parity, and they've done it with guys that you don't normally think of as household names.
The parts keep changing for New England. That's the amazing part on offense, all right? Offensive linemen change, receivers change, running backs change. We know the one constant is Tom Brady, and that's a huge deal for them. But to be able to do it in what you call the parity times, and you're exactly right, everyone's supposed to be pretty equal. New England still a top 10 offense year in and year out. In 2016, they were number 4. And that helped them with a number 1 ranked defense as well.
And the starters defensively for Jacksonville. And it's a Jags team that finished 3-13 last year. But on this side of the football, they've got a solid foundation, don't they?
I thought that their defense kept them in a lot of games in 2016. I thought they played really well. And now they've got a young core of guys. Remember Jalen Ramsey drafted last year. He made the all-rookie team. Yannick Ngakoue, and a really promising outside linebacker, one of the best speed rushers in the game. He's going to be back with them. They need Miles Jack to make a jump, the youngster out of UCLA. But I like, all in all, the core of players that they have defensively.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Again, it's Lewis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29-30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter one. 7-3 the score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They come out here in the eye. Bortles to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Still first down.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And his throw here is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Lee's got it over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On third and long, it's Bortles. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Shane McClellan in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So on 4th down, the Jags send out Brad Nortman. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions, and boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
Oh, what a move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that run wasn't very successful. They did have a big one on the previous play. So you get the sense that the offense is probing around, trying to find the ones that are going to work. And when they find them, they'll keep coming back to them.
4 down. Check. 20. All right, 20. Go. 44 the fight. 44 the fight.
Brady to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. On play action, now Brady surveying the field. Still back there. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. In his own end zone, it's Bortles. Deep drop. Caught right side, it's Lewis. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Completes it to Lee. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they're going to speed things up here. Bortles now on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alan Branch in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Bortles. Finding time. All kinds of time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is blocked. The Pats bring heat and they get home. And it's a New England Patriots touchdown.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Gostkowski for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Defense, keep it
A final shot before half for Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Patriots want to continue to give their fans something to cheer about in the second half. The Jaguars, on the other hand, want to quiet this crowd and turn things around. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 3rd and long. Jaguars would later throw a pick on the drive. Now following the pick, Lewis is going to break into the secondary. He'll take it in for the touch. They're now on top by 4. 3rd down from inside the 40.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, spinning away. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Jaguars now. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I could just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the second half, offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 18. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Defense.
And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come up in an offset eye. About the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On second down, here's Brady. Completes it right side to Britt. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves its sticks.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Brady now on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Brady to throw again. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
3 yards to go here on second down. They'll come out in the pistol. And to give this time to the tailback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Here's Ivory. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Bortles now on first down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, where a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
He'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Bortles now on 3rd and goal. And he's got his big receiver Robinson for the Jacksonville touchdown. Allen Robinson from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distance.
They come out here in the eye. They run. This is Lewis. Oh, the spin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
3rd down and 8 now. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On 1st down, Bortles. And complete to Lewis over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Play action. Now it's Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Surveying the field. Great protection. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a nifty little deke juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here's Brad Nortman now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Now Lewis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain, and it's second down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever pressure on your big offensive line.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got time in the pocket, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
And taken right at the 35. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Finding time. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
Green, 90.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's got time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here's Brad Nordman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. All right, let's discuss Dion Lewis as he gets set to go again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And tough starting field position here. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line.
Holding offense.
Anything moves, we hit it. Anything moves, we hit it.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Check, check. Wait 20. Wait 20. Wait 10.
Now they'll run with Lewis. Spinning past him. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Hey, we got 20.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Backing up. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. So defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be tackled. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hey. 20.
And they'll run it here. Room here to run. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
20.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.